Hannibal Barca, the Carthaginian general who famously crossed the Alps to attack Rome during the Second Punic War, is attributed with a number of quotes, though it's worth noting that historical records are not always precise. Some quotes attributed to him include, "We will either find a way or make one." This quote is often attributed to Hannibal when he was asked how he planned to cross the Alps with elephants and an army. It symbolizes his determination and innovative approach to problem solving. "I swear so soon as age will permit. I will use fire and steel to arrest the destiny of Rome." According to historians, Hannibal is said to have made this vow to his father, Hannibal Barca, at a young age. It signifies his lifelong commitment to fighting Rome. "Let us ease the Roman people of their continual care, who think it long to await the death of an old man." This quote is attributed to Hannibal when he considered poisoning himself to provide Rome with a sense of relief. His thoughts reflected his understanding of his role as the nemesis of Rome, even in decline. "I have come not to make war on the Italians, but to aid the Italians against Rome." Hannibal tried to win over various Italian states by claiming that his fight was not with them, but with their overlord, Rome. These quotes encapsulate various aspects of Hannibal's strategic thinking, his determination, and his lifelong animosity toward Rome. However, it's worth mentioning that these quotes come down to us through the lens of mostly Roman historians, so their exact wording and even their attribution to Hannibal may be the subject of scholarly debate. In a land washed by the waters of the Mediterranean, where trade and culture swirled like currents in a rich sea, lived a boy named Hannibal Barca. Son of Hannibal Barca, a military genius in his own right, Hannibal was born into a tradition of warfare, molded by the ethos of his native Carthage, a city-state that once dared to challenge the gods with its wealth and splendor. Yet, looming beyond the horizon, like an unassailable cliff, was Rome, Carthage's eternal rival. Imagine a young Hannibal, standing beside his father, gazing at an altar flame. The fire's flicker would etch a pact into the boy's soul, a vow to become the nemesis of Rome. From the outset, the air was thick with destiny. Would he be the hammer to shatter Rome, or would he merely be a spark in the wind? Years turn like the pages of an unwritten book. Hannibal, now a commander under the tutelage of his father, was thrust into the fierce theatrics of the First Punic War. It was a crucible that would temper him, burnish him, but it would also claim the life of his beloved father. Hamilcar's spirit seemed to ascend into the heavens, leaving a void that Hannibal would strive to fill. With each battle, he picked up where his father had left off, earning the awe of his soldiers and the grudging respect of his enemies. Time, the ultimate storyteller, was poised with its quill, ready for the next chapter. And what a chapter it would be. Hannibal, now in full command of an army, decided on a gambit so audacious that it would either immortalize him or ruin him. A second war, a march through the impossible terrain of the Alps, a direct invasion into the heart of Roman territory. You can almost hear the doubters, elephants, over the Alps, and yet, that's precisely what he accomplished, etching his name into the annals of history, not merely as a great general, but as a miracle worker on the battlefield. What kind of man could compel an army to follow him into such inhospitable terrain, enduring frostbite, starvation, and despair? And yet, emerging from the icy mists of the mountains, his army descended upon the Roman lands like a force of nature. The stage was set for the battles of Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and the merciless confrontation at Cannae, a battle so devastating it would become a masterclass in military tactics for millennia to come. As you hang on the edge of your seat, pondering the fate of this extraordinary figure, remember, Hannibal's story is rife with twists. He won battles but struggled with the siege of Rome, left stranded without reinforcements from Carthage. Politics, betrayal, and time whittled away at his once indomitable army. Eventually, defeated and exiled, he would find himself in the courts of distant kings, his eyes still fixed westward, dreaming perhaps of unfulfilled destinies. In a tragic turn of irony, the great Hannibal Barca would contemplate taking his own life to spare his people further wrath from Rome. But even in contemplating the end, he was a force that commanded attention, a specter that Rome would neither forgive nor forget. So, where does legend end and man begin? Hannibal Barca, the general who found a way, or made one, remains an enigma, a living paradox whose life was a tapestry of triumphs and tragedies. And as you reach the end of this telling, consider this. The story of Hannibal is not just a tale of what was, but a lingering question of what could have been. Even now, he beckons us to ponder the depths of human potential, to find a way, or to make one. So if you're feeling inspired, you know what to do. Hit that like button, share this video, and come join our tribe of history buffs and wisdom seekers. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.